So the cops were just here.
Yeah. They were nice.
They were nice, but you could tell that they were trying to figure out why we were in their little town, why we were in this abandoned house.
They thought we were squatting.
Why we were, you know, lights and tools out and shit, fucking all night long. Oh yeah. I was hoping they would have some better information for me though. I was like, I need somewhere to make a hit, man.
And tell us who's out making a hit and where.
Yeah, tell me who's
getting busted.
Where's it going down, man? I even told them they could come to the filming, you know? Like, come watch us race, man. Give me some intel. Like, if I get busted, I'm gonna text you, you know? But then hell, he said he didn't want to get arrested, so he didn't want to go to the filming because he didn't want to get arrested. He did say one thing though that we should probably go check out tomorrow. Is he said there's a road called Military, goes right by the border. And he said, ain't nothing out there but like one house. No cops are out there, nothing, because it's not actually a city or whatever. And he said that's where you can go. So I was like, huh. So if that works out, it'd be worth it.
Nice.
We did all that work to find a spot to make a hit for the last 2 days. We found spots where other people were making a hit, you know. We left those spots alone. We wanted to find our own spot so we don't messing with anybody else's progress, you know.
Yeah.
And we found a spot. We went out there last night. It worked out to be a pretty good spot. We got out there a little late, but we did get to make a hit. And I was really pumped on tonight because I felt like tonight was going to be, you know, we were going to get to make some hits there. And it'd have a little rubber down, which is going to be the way it is when we're racing, so it was going to be perfect. But, so I was like, we'll do the maintenance on the car, get it ready to go. But I just got word from one of the guys racing down here that one of the crews, the out-of-state guys like us, but one of the groups that are here is like 2 miles or 2 minutes from the spot we were testing at last night, which is 40 or 50 miles away from where we're racing for the show and from where we're supposed to be staying. So
and from where the supposed same people were also testing, and we went out and looked at, yeah.
So there's no, oh yeah, no, it's 60 miles or 70 miles from where the people were testing. So they were testing 70 miles that way until tonight. They didn't go testing last night.
Yeah.
And then they find out that I made a hit over here, which I don't even know how they found out because we didn't tell nobody, but obviously maybe the cop did. But they found out that we were testing there, and then now they're going there tonight. So, and they got loud ass pro charger cars, and they're not gonna like do the work of figuring out where to go and stake it out, where you're supposed to park off the road, and they can't drive their cars, so it's not like they can drive them to the starting line and drive them back. So I'm sure they're gonna go to our spot, get it busted, get it hot, and then by the time we get there, cops will already be there. So now we got to do it all over again. You know what really burns my ass probably more than anything about the whole deal is that most of these guys aren't making hits to win. Most of these guys don't think they can win. Most of these guys aren't making hits. They're not out testing tonight like we are to try and get the tune-up they need to win, or to try and be fast enough to get a good position in the shake-up, or you know, trying to systematically do something to improve on their performance. They're just doing it so that they can say they made a hit, or so they can post it on Instagram or post it on YouTube. Like,
doing it for the gram.
They're just doing it for the gram, and it drives me insane.
Especially when it's a good spot, you know. Go do that shit on one of those shit spots.
You can do it for the gram anywhere.
Yeah.
You don't have to go to the fucking one spot that's like the race road, you know. But
it's
whatever,
annoying.
man. That's ain't nothing we can do about it, I guess. Oh hey. We might be all right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We might be alright, Todd. We might be alright. So what I'm doing here is I'm checking the valve lash, which is the distance between the rocker and this, and you adjust it with this little nut right here for those of you that have no idea what I'm talking about. But for those of you that kind of have a little theory or that can pay attention, when you put a new motor together or whatever, especially when you had an issue with a valve and they have to replace the seat in one of the, so this is the valve in here. It goes all the way through the head, and there's a seat that it pushes up against. So whenever you have to do that, sometimes when it's new, when this is slamming into that over and over and over again, it pulls the seat up in the head, and it will get rid of the clearance here, because this valve will rise in the head, and it'll get rid of this clearance, and then it'll hold the valve open, and it'll burn the valve up, a lot like what we did last time. So we keep a really good eye on this right here. It's not just, we're not just doing it because you're supposed to, we're doing it because if it changes, we know that seat's moving around in that head. And right now, this is exactly the way we set it at the shop, so I'm really happy. That one's a little tight. So we'll have to remember that, mark it down. Number 6, exhaust is a little tight. Hopefully we don't have an issue starting to show up here. So we're going to adjust it. And sometimes, you know, it's just, sometimes
Because
there's...
it's cold?
Huh?
Because it's cold?
I think sometimes it's because there's, or, you know, sometimes they just need adjusted. That's why you got to do this. Sometimes, you know, it's just that they're different metals, and the different metals move at different times, and then they don't go back to where they were the same. So sometimes you just got to adjust them every once in a while. But hopefully, you know, usually once you've run it for a little while, made a few passes, it'll start to get where they don't need much adjustment at all, if any. Perfect. Those are muy bonitas. Loose belt. It's a little loose. Yeah, all those good. All right, rock and roll. Let's retort valves are checked and adjusted. Trying to put this bad boy. That's those good old Eldebrock castings. You can really wrench down on them. I say that once we strip them. So if you tighten stuff down and then you warm it up and then you let it cool back down, that's when you can get the good stuff, what I call the good stuff on it. Because When it warms up, it expands and the bolts get tight. And when it cools down, it contracts. So the bolt is going through. It warms up, it expands, the bolt gets tight. It contracts, the bolt gets loose. Well, then you retighten it. Then when it expands, it can't. Then when it contracts, you retighten it again until that thing is stacked.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, bad boy.
He's doing the finger test.
Oh my god, I thought I lost it on my finger. That scared the shit out of me. I thought I lost the end of my finger. I thought it hit me in the chest because this thing hit me. I thought my finger came off and hit me in the chest. And I was about to be like, oh my god, now I'm
I can't be with someone that's got a
Now
weird
I'm that
fucking
guy
finger.
that's missing a finger. I don't want to be
That's
that
when you
guy.
get nicknamed like Nine Finger Chief, you know?
Oh man. That was scary. Oh, that one's good. Jesus, man. I guess I'm used to them not having any compression. Ooh, goddamn. The fucking starter slows down and everything. It's like, whoa, boom, and it tries to rip your finger off. Don't do this at home, kids. I am a
Please
professional.
don't do this at home.
Okay, compression test. A-okay. I was even gonna be happy if I was missing my finger. I mean, it would suck, but
I wouldn't even know what to do with footage of your finger getting blown off, you know? Like,